The world didn't abandon supersonic travel because it forgot how to fly fast. It abandoned it because flying faster than sound exposed something aviation was never comfortable admitting. Supersonic travel worked. It crossed oceans in hours. It proved the impossible was achievable. And yet, decades after the final flight of the Concorde, no airline has truly brought it back. Not because they can't, but because they're afraid of what it demands. This is why supersonic travel still scares airlines. Before we begin, if you're fascinated by aviation secrets, lost technology, and the decisions that shape the future of flight, subscribe to Hidden Truth-Diaries. Because the reasons airlines fear supersonic travel go far deeper than speed. At subsonic speeds, aviation is forgiving. Pilots have time to react. Systems have buffers. Failures unfold slowly enough to be corrected. Supersonic flight removes those margins. At Mach speed, small problems escalate instantly. A pressure fluctuation, an airflow disturbance, a structural load multiplied by speed and heat. What takes minutes at subsonic speed can take seconds at Mach 2. Supersonic flight introduces a problem most passengers never see: heat. At Mach 2, friction with the air heats the aircraft's skin to extreme temperatures. Metal expands. Structures flex. On Concorde, the fuselage physically lengthened in flight. This constant expansion and contraction placed enormous stress on the airframe. Stress modern aircraft are never asked to endure. Airlines don't just measure performance. They measure fatigue. And supersonic flight accelerates it. Supersonic flight doesn't only affect the aircraft. It affects everything below it. Sonic booms once rattled cities, shattered windows, and startled entire communities. Public backlash was swift and unforgiving. Governments responded with strict regulations. Overland supersonic flight was effectively banned. Without global routes, airlines lost flexibility. Without flexibility, speed became a liability. Supersonic flight didn't lose to engineering. It lost to public tolerance. The Concorde was profitable in prestige, not in scale. It burned enormous amounts of fuel, carried fewer passengers, required specialized crews and maintenance. Modern airlines operate on razor-thin margins. Efficiency determines survival. Passengers vote with their wallets. Most choose affordability over arrival time. For airlines, speed doesn't justify risk, unless demand is overwhelming. And it isn't. If this story is changing how you see supersonic flight, subscribe to Hidden Truth-Diaries. We explore the technology airlines walked away from and the risks they still won't talk about. Here's the truth rarely stated outright. Supersonic technology never disappeared. It moved into laboratories, wind tunnels, and restricted research programs. Organizations like NASA still study shockwave control, low-boom aerodynamics, and advanced intake physics. The science works. The engineering works. What scares airlines isn't feasibility. It's liability.
The simulation shows a strong shock at Mach. Look at the density gradient.
It's aligning with the test data.
Confirmed. The wind tunnel matches. The shockwave is stabilizing at Mach 2.5.
The holographic model matches the tunnel data.
Let's increase the angle for the next run.
New companies promise quieter booms, smarter materials, cleaner engines, but airlines remain cautious because every supersonic promise revives the same questions. What happens when something fails at Mach speed? Who accepts the noise? Who absorbs the cost? Until those questions have absolute answers, airlines hesitate, not out of ignorance, but experience. Supersonic travel doesn't scare airlines because it failed. It scares them because it worked and revealed how unforgiving speed truly is. The technology is ready. The science is proven. But aviation chose certainty over ambition. And until that balance shifts, the sky will remain slower. By design, supersonic travel didn't disappear. It frightened the industry that had to manage it. Looking for stories about the aviation technology the world wasn't ready for? Subscribe to Hidden Truth-Diaries. Share this video and join the conversation in the comments, because some ideas don't fail. They wait. Welcome to Hidden Truth-Diaries.